Now then YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kurt, and today I thought I'd bring you something different, a Zombie World deck profile. I just came back from going to my locals for the first time ever, and we had a couple duels. When I showed up there was a 6-way duel going on, so that was pretty crazy to watch. And I'll talk more about the locals later, so let's get into this deck profile. So starting off with the Zombie World package, got one Zombie World's field spell, because for some reason that's the only one I have. Obviously a big improvement would be to run 3. I think that's pretty much a must, but no one destroyed this today, so that was nice. 3 Gloat Bloom is a must. You send this to the graveyard and you can banish it from your graveyard, and you can add a level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. But if this is on the field, you can straight special summon it, so you grab your Doom King Balderrock, your boss monster, and this comes back every standby phase if it's in the graveyard, if there's a field spell on the field. And when a zombie monster activates its effect, so if it can be any of your opponent's monsters, so that's because of Zombie World, everything is a zombie. You can negate effect, or you can banish one monster from the field or graveyard, so that is pretty much the move to go with there. I also run 2 Necro World Banshee. This brings Zombie World out, so if you can get this on the field or in the graveyard, you can banish this to get Zombie World straight from the deck to the field. Then some typical zombie stuff. You got the Uni Zombie to send one from deck to grave and one from hand to grave, in order to boost this levels up and get things going in your graveyard. This is a heavy graveyard deck. Some more generic zombie support. We've got the Solitaire to search the Uni Zombie. We've got Mizuki. We've got 3 Mizuki to send this to the graveyard and special summon a zombie monster from the graveyard, and the 1 Gozuki to send a zombie from deck to the graveyard and banish one from the graveyard to special summon a zombie from your hand. Then we play some other zombies. We're playing at the moment anyway. It's probably going to change because there's a tournament going on next Sunday, so I'll probably be doing this video again, I don't know. Got Darky the Graceful Mayakashi as our tuner, and we've got 2 Hayun the Winged Mayakashi. Now I was playing 3 of those, and for some reason I took them out. I'm not sure why. And then we've got some vampires. We've got Vampire Scarlet Scourge, Vampire Froline, 2 each of those. So Froline can be brought out on the field if a monster declares an attack, and this can boost. You have to pay life points in multiples of 100, max of 3,000, to basically protect your monster from being destroyed. And Scarlet Scourge is a nice sexy vampire, so that's the way it is. This, if you normal or special summon it, you can pay 1,000 life points and target a vampire monster in your graveyard, except this one is special summon it, so special this or normal this and get Froline as well. If this destroys a monster, you can, on the main phase 2, take control of it, and then go into Dhampir Vampire Sheridan, using their monster no matter what level it was. So that's that play there. And some generic good cards here. We've got Book of Life. Target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard and 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon the first target, also banish the second target. So that's good for getting rid of something in their graveyard and bringing back a zombie of yours. Monster Reborn. This won me a game today. Talk a little bit about that later on. We've got the Foolish Burial to send a card, send the Gloat Bulb, send the Necro World, send Mizuki. 3 Super Polymerization. This came in so strong to take out some of their cards and bring out either Starving Venom Fusion Dragon or Dragon Necro Nethersoul Dragon. Because when everyone's zombies, this guy can just come out on the Super Poly, and this is 2 darks, as you know if you know. Then we got 1 Drowning Mirror Force because it's non-target in removal, I guess in a trap, and 2 Rivalry of Warlords. This shut down the Mech Knights today. So then we got 2 Ash Blossom. I was running 3. There's probably one in the side deck somewhere, and 1 Nibiru for a laugh. I misplayed pretty big with this. Ended up giving someone a 9,000 attack token, couldn't get over it, and just didn't think through. And that was, I just got excited, you know, as you do. Running the danger package, we're running 1 Bigfoot, 1 Nessie, 2 Mothman, 1 Dogman, 1 Jackalope, and 1 Chupacabra. They managed to extend things and kept the opponent guessing, I guess. And that is the main deck. Yeah, that's the main deck. Now, as for the extra deck, we've got our Super Poly targets, Dragon Necrosoul Dragon, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We've got Dampire Vampire Sheridan for the vampires. We've got Barricade Blocker for protecting of the Zombie World field spell. That was taken from Crush Cards. Shout out to Crush Cards, yay. And this was also taken from Crush Cards Curious and Nightmare Griffin. Just going to be honest, I did look at their zombie list before going into this. Just these were the changes I made. And I don't think I used them this time, but they might come in handy for the tournament next Sunday, we'll see. Vampire Sucker. This can give your opponent a monster if they're all zombies, and you can draw a card every time a zombie monster is special summoned, so you can draw cards, draw power. That's the way it is. Phoenix, pop a spell or trap. Unicorn, bounce one back to the deck, or the hand, is it? Return it to the deck. Saruya Skuldred, many effects on that. Lets you fix your hand. Once per turn you can special summon 1 monster from your hand, depending on how many monsters you use for the Link Summon. Then we got Boral Sword, didn't use that. Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, used this. Actually brought back my opponent's Soldier of Chaos and won the game. Then we got the Mayakashis from Tengu up to Gashadokuro, the Skeletal Mayakashi. Made the mistake early on of thinking I still had these in there. The early rungs on the ladder of the Mayakashis, the Ouroboros and the Tsuchigumo, Poisonous Mayakashi. So I had the Darky and the Hyon ready to go into. So you summon, normal summon that brings that out, and then you synchro these two into this guy, and then because that was used for a synchro summon, gets brought back, and then you go into this, and then it just keeps bringing itself back into that until well, that one, and then that one, and then that one. Eventually they're all in the graveyard, and they all have crazy effects in the graveyard when they come back. This one destroys a monster, this one destroys a spell or trap, and so on and so forth. But I forgot that I didn't put the early lower level ones in, so I couldn't go up there. But I did manage to get back up. I did manage to get up to him, but I had to use a higher level monster to get there. I would probably either decide to keep the Mayakashis, probably take the Mayakashis out of this deck because it's not consistent enough to get into them as easily. I would add another Doom King, and I would max out on the Zombie World as well. I did make a little side deck but didn't use it. We got Solemn Strike, Heavy Storm Duster, Anti-Spell Fragrance, Evenly Matched, Twin Twisters, Mind Control, Called by the Grave, Raigeki, Terraforming, Nightmare Cerberus, and 2 Effect Veilers. So let me know how I can improve this. I will put the link in the description for Crush Cards Zombie World deck profile, because that's influenced this a little bit with the links, some of the links, the Curious, the Griffin, and the Barricade Blocker, those 3. So check that out. I think they used Instant Fusion and Thousand Eyes Restrict in theirs. So yeah, pretty good first experience playing in a shop. My first match was against Mech Knights, and they did a thing. They did a crazy thing where they banished 7 or 8 Mech Knight monsters in their graveyard and banished my entire hand and my entire extra deck for the first 2 games. Somehow I managed to win the whole match by monster reborning their Blackluster Soldier. because all mine, I think one time I Monster Reborn my Blackluster Soldier, and then the next time I reborn theirs. So that was kind of a weakness to their Mech Knight strategy, was Monster Reborn, that one card. I was playing against a player who played the Utopia double or nothing strategy, where they like end up with crazy attack, like 9,000. It's an OTK of double or nothing with Utopia, and I wanted to stop them getting to that point. I managed to negate one of the spells that set that up. I think I twin twisted the spell at some point, but this, I made a big mistake with this. I gave them a 9,000 attack token, had no way of getting rid of it, and just that was honestly the worst thing, the worst play I did today. I played against someone, played against Burning Abyss, managed to banish Dante, managed to banish Cherubini with Doom King, I think. Yeah. Then at the end, as people were leaving and such, we started a 5-way duel, and I used Super Poly twice. Someone had a monster that negates dark effects, which was very punishing for this deck because a lot of the monsters are dark, and I managed to Super Poly it away for the Dragon Necro fusion. Where is he? Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon, which was pretty good. But yeah, those multi duels are pretty crazy. Like, this starts to become an allegiance. Like, you start to make friends and enemies pretty quickly. I don't know if it's recommended, because I didn't want to, seeing as I was new there, I didn't want to like make enemies. So a lot of the times I rolled the dice when attacking. And one time I rolled the dice on who to attack, and they actually had more defense than me, so I just lost a bit of life for no reason. Just lost life trying to not piss anybody off. Yeah, well recommended if you're thinking about playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously everyone's shop's going to be different and every atmosphere is very different, but yeah, overall, good time. So if you like this video, and please let me know in the comments if you did, and how I can change this deck, preferably soon, because I'll be going to a tournament on Sunday, so that will be my first like proper tournament. So let me know let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.